In today's society, we're often obsessed with superficial standards, height, appearance, wealth. But what really makes a man attractive? It's not the easily measurable things, but the intangible and lasting qualities. He's not the tallest, nor the most physically flawless. Yet, he draws attention from everyone around, especially women. Why is that? Is it his looks? Not really. What truly sets him apart are the qualities that aren't instantly obvious: integrity, behavior, leadership, and confidence. Women may say they prefer tall, handsome men, but when faced with a man of true value, those standards often shift. Let's explore the real factors that define a man's attractiveness, from his smallest daily actions to the deeper traits many tend to overlook. To truly understand this, we must revisit the core values of masculinity that are often forgotten in a world full of illusions and surface-level appearances. Imagine this. You walk into a room and immediately notice a man. 1. Integrity, the most important thing you can own. Women may not always say it, but they know a man's integrity is irreplaceable. You can be tall, handsome, or wealthy, but without integrity, all of that becomes meaningless. Integrity is the foundation of every relationship, not just romantic ones, but across all aspects of life. A man with integrity doesn't need to brag or show off. His actions speak louder than words. Imagine a man who fits society's ideal image: successful and good-looking, but if he's dishonest, disrespectful, or can't keep his word, he will shatter in the eyes of women. They don't fall in love with looks or money alone. In fact, if a man lacks integrity, no amount of wealth or charm can make him truly attractive. You might think women don't care about integrity, but in truth, it's the most crucial trait. A man with integrity won't hurt others to serve his own interests. He may not be perfect, but he is always trustworthy and sincere. There's a saying, a man without integrity is like a clown without an audience. Women seek men who make them feel safe, respected, and trusted. Never trade your integrity for short-term gain. Society may tempt you with easy rewards, money, fame, success, but remember, once you lose your integrity, it's almost impossible to reclaim. When people lose respect for you, rebuilding your image is incredibly hard, if not impossible. So, protect your integrity like your most precious asset. 2. Demeanor. Masculinity isn't about extremes. True masculinity isn't about aggression or outdated stereotypes. It's not about showing off brute strength or belittling women. Real masculinity is found in confidence, respect, and everyday gestures of care. These aren't gestures to impress, but expressions of a key masculine trait: respect and attentiveness. This doesn't make you a simp or weak. It shows you're grounded, self-aware, and treat others with dignity. Men with good manners don't need to exaggerate or seek approval. They're natural, courteous, and composed. Consider the small things: opening a door for a woman, offering your scarf when it's cold. Some men today feel overwhelmed by societal standards or frustrated by modern feminism, and in response, they become bitter or disrespectful. But treating others well, especially women, is not weakness. It's a sign of strong masculinity. A man with class is not easily manipulated. He knows how to manage emotions, behave appropriately, and treat others with consistent respect. It's this quiet confidence that makes him truly attractive. A true man doesn't compete with women to assert dominance. Instead, he lifts others up while staying rooted in his own strength. Good manners and masculinity are not outdated. They're timeless values every woman admires and desires. 3. Leadership. Don't wait to be rescued. Leadership isn't about commanding others. It's about leading yourself first. Women are drawn to men who take responsibility and act decisively, not just those with good looks or assets. He refuses to let circumstances or others decide his fate. When you can lead yourself, you become capable of leading others. A real man lives not just for himself, but to guide and protect those he loves. This isn't self-sacrifice, it's strength and maturity in its purest form. That's why truly strong men shine, not just in their careers, but also in family, relationships, and community. They make decisions, face challenges, and never back down. He acts with intention, learns from failure, and never gives up on his goals. An attractive man doesn't wait for opportunity to arrive. He creates it. Remember, no one's coming to save you. You must stand up, push through challenges, and keep moving forward. Leadership is about accountability. A man who leads himself won't crumble under pressure. This quality not only attracts women, but earns respect from everyone. Don't wait for help. Life doesn't hand you what you need unless you rise up to earn it. If you want to succeed and become the kind of man women admire and respect, start by taking control of your life. Don't wait to be saved, be your own savior. 4. Knowledge, a lifelong journey. No one succeeds long-term without learning. Knowledge is priceless, but not just book learning or memorizing facts. Real knowledge comes from experience, from failure, and from pushing through life's trials. If you gather knowledge but don't apply it, you'll end up being smart but useless. Women aren't drawn to show-offs. They admire men who use knowledge to improve themselves and uplift others. Experience and the ability to apply knowledge is what truly sets you apart. Become a man who not only knows things, but knows how to use them to make a difference in his life and in the lives of those he loves. A man can have all the money and power, but if he lacks wisdom, he's destined to fail. Knowledge is hidden strength, but only becomes real power when paired with action. To women, an interesting man isn't just rich or good-looking, but someone who learns and grows every day. A knowledgeable man isn't just well-read. He uses what he knows to solve problems, help others, and create value. Life is always changing. If you stop learning, you fall behind. A successful man constantly explores new ideas, adapts, and grows. Never believe you've learned enough. Every day brings a new lesson, whether in work, relationships, or personal growth. Remember, intelligence alone isn't what makes you attractive. So never stop learning. Study the world, study people, study yourself. 5. Character, building the man within. Ultimately, an attractive man is one who builds his character. Character defines who you are to others and more importantly, to yourself. Build a foundation of truth, and you'll earn respect, not just from women, but from everyone. Women might be drawn to looks or success, but they'll always admire a man who stands firm in his words and actions, no matter the circumstance. A strong, mature character earns respect and admiration. It is not built overnight. It is the result of constant self-discipline and a commitment to living by the right principles. The first thing every man needs is honesty. Never sacrifice trust for charm or temporary gains. Next, patience. A man who doesn't rush, who doesn't give up easily, always leaves a lasting impression. Patience reveals itself not just in overcoming failure, but in stability within relationships. If you stay calm, patient, and decisive under pressure, you develop unshakable character. A man's strength isn't just in how he treats his partner, but how he treats everyone. You could be successful and powerful, but without respect, you'll end up isolated. Decisiveness is also vital. A man must not only have big ideas, but also the courage to act. If you hesitate or doubt too much, you'll miss chances and lose people's confidence. Women feel safe and confident around a man who can make wise decisions swiftly. When you shape your character, you don't just become more attractive. You become a man who transforms his own life and the lives of those around him. Finally, show care and respect to others. Building character isn't easy, but it's what defines the man women admire and respect. 6. Conclusion. Become the man you aspire to be. Life doesn't wait for those who stop trying. To become the man you dream of being, you must constantly train and grow. It's a long journey with no finish line and no room for comfort or laziness. They're not things you can buy nor learn in a short course. When you act with strength and treat others with dignity, they will return it. And when you keep learning, lead your own life, and put knowledge into action, you create value, not just for yourself, but for those around you. Start today, one step at a time, and become the man you deserve to be. When you do, not only women but the world will admire and respect you. Your life will transform in ways you never imagined. Take control of your destiny and never give up. They are the result of continuous self-improvement, inside and out, day by day. You can't just do a few good things and expect change. You must be patient, consistent, and act every day. Remember, everything you want, everything you dream of, depends on what you do today. Integrity, demeanor, leadership, and knowledge, these are the foundations of a true man. True attraction comes from solid character, leadership, and wisdom. These things can't be faked, can't be bought. They can only be earned through effort and commitment. There's no perfect formula, but one truth remains. When you live with integrity, you naturally earn respect. Women don't just fall for looks or money. They fall for the qualities a man possesses within. So don't wait for someone to rescue you. Don't blame circumstances.